The original names, words, and everything in between of Volume 2 will be releasing on the 16th of November 2021. Pre-order your copy today by searching Word Origins book into Amazon and clicking on the non-sponsored link, or checking wherever books are purchased in your part of the world. From both a geographic and population perspective, the nation of Brazil is massive. It has a land area of just over 8.5 million kilometers square, making it the planet's 5th largest country, and a population of just over 210 million, making it the planet's 6th most populated country. As I mentioned, Brazil is massive. Luckily, however, to manage with this vast amount of land and people, the nation of Brazil is split up into smaller, easy to manage areas. Brazil is split into 27 areas, which are collectively known as federative units. Not the catchiest of names, I know. 26 of these 27 units, however, are states, a term we are much more familiar with. That one extra unit is Brazil's federal district in the heart of the nation, where the country's capital lies. Because this isn't an actual state and its name is pretty self-explanatory, we won't be covering it here today, though that does still leave us with those aforementioned 26 states, and luckily for us, these states have names which are far more unique and interesting. So today, let's look into how the states of Brazil got their names. Let's start things off with the nation's northernmost state of Roraima. The state seems to be named after a mountain with the exact same name in the region, though as to how that mountain got its name we have a few ideas. The most popular of those being that comes from one of Brazil's many native languages and means green peak, reflecting the natural greenery of the mountain. Also in the north of the nation we have Amapá. This is a Portuguese adaptation of another native name for the land and we're not entirely sure what it means. One of the more popular ideas, however, is that it means ending land, perhaps reflecting the fact that this is a state on the Brazilian border, e.g. where the land of Brazil ends. Then we have the large Amazonas state, which unsurprisingly is named after the Amazon River that runs through a large amount of the state. As to how the Amazon itself got its name, well, that actually has a video unto itself here on the channel. It relates directly to the Amazon warrior women of ancient Greek. Explorers in this part of the world were attacked by a native tribe of women, which reminded them of these Amazons. The state of Acre is also named after a river, the River Acre. Its name is thought to mean a green river. Just below we have the state of Rondônia. This name is actually a fairly recent invention, becoming the state's name in just 1956. This name is a tribute to one Marshal Cândido Rondon, a famous explorer in Brazil's past. Continuing back up north, we arrive in the state of Pará. This state's name simply means river, in a native language too. However, there also seems to be a river called the Pará River. So yes, this river's name simply means river. The state of Maranhão is believed to also be named after the Amazon River, despite the fact the two names look nothing alike. Maranhão is apparently an alternate name for the Amazon River, and in turn this state was named after this name. The state of Piauí, however, is believed to be named after a species of fish that's found in a river in this state. Carrying along Brazil's east coast we have the state of Ceará. This is a state also named after an animal, but a bird this time, not a fish. This name is believed to mean sings the jandaia, with a jandaia being a type of parrot found in this land. However, other sources say that the name means mother of the day or source of light, as the land gets so much sunlight. We are now entering the area of Brazil made of smaller states on its eastern coast. To start with, we have the state of Rio Grande do Norte. You don't have to speak too much Portuguese to understand what this name means. It simply translates into meaning Great River of the North. This definitely won't be the last time we hear Rio Grande in this video, that's for sure though. The name of the state of Paraíba may sound familiar, as the first half of that name is identical to the previously mentioned state of Pará. In that instance, Pará meant river and it's no different here, with the latter part of this state's name meaning bad/rough. So the name means rough river, as there must be a river with some pretty strong current somewhere in this state. The state of Pernambuco has an aquatic meaning too, it would seem, coming from a native language and meaning hollow sea. The idea of a hollow sea might sound a tad strange at first, but it seems to relate to reefs off the shore of the state. I suppose reefs could be described as hollow. Next up we have the state of Alagoas. This state has a watery etymology too, deriving from the Portuguese word for lake, as there are many lakes in this state. However, another idea is that the name means flooded field or swamp, swamp, which are kind of lakes too, I guess. The last of the smaller coastal states is the state of Sergipe, with this name believed to mean the river of the crabs. One can only presume that there must be crabs abundant in the rivers here. We aren't through of those water-themed etymologies just yet, however, as the state of Bahia has a name derived from the Old Portuguese word for bays, as it's on a bay. The state of Tocantins, however, has the best etymology of them all, it would seem. This is another water-themed etymology, but there's a little bit more to it. The name actually is believed to mean toucan beak, in relation to the wonderful toucan bird, of course. So how does this relate to water? Well, it's thought that there was a river or lake in this land that was similar in shape to the iconic beak of a toucan. Like I said, it's a pretty fun etymology. Finally, we have a state with a non-water themed name. That being the state of Mato Grosso. This name simply means thick grass / bush in relation to the dense nature of this land. Interestingly enough, this state used to be much larger but was split in two in 1975. The lower half of this state became the state of Mato Grosso do Sul, which simply means thick grass of the south. The central state of Goiás has a name which isn't as clear to us. The most popular idea is that the name comes from a community of people who lived here, and their name means in their language people of the same origin, which is very nice and inclusive, I feel. If you speak Portuguese, then the name of the state of Minas Gerais will sound pretty obvious to you. This name simply means general mines, as it was here that vast amounts of gold, diamonds and other gems were discovered, so an awful lot of mines opened up in the state. And likewise with the state of Espírito Santo. If you speak Portuguese, you will know this name literally translates into meaning the Holy Spirit, in reference to the Holy Spirit of Christianity. This is not the only religious name we have, as we have the state of Sao Paulo too, named after St. Paul. And likewise we have Santa Catalina too, named after St. Catherine of Alexander. Rio de Janeiro state, however, may be Brazil's most well known, and is of course home to the city of Rio de Janeiro too. This city actually has its own video up on the channel. In summary, the name means River of January, as the harbour this city now stands on was first sighted by Europeans in January. Of course, there is no actual river in Rio de Janeiro, however. They just thought that harbour was a river when they first spotted it, and the name stuck around. The state of Paraná once again features that word for river in it from a native language of Brazil. So what does the latter part mean this time? Well, it simply means wide, as in wide river. And finally, we have Rio Grande do Sul. If you remember near the start of this video the state of Rio Grande do Norte and its name meaning Great River of the North, then I'm sure you can figure out for yourself what the Sul in this southerly state's name means. Nevertheless, that wraps up neatly how exactly the states of Brazil got their name. Now go let me know how terrible my Portuguese was down in the comments below. Thank you to all my patrons who support Name Explain on a monthly basis. Patreon is vital to Name Explain, and donating just $2 a month allows you to enjoy ad-free videos and bonus Patreon exclusive content. It also allows you to help choose what names get explained in upcoming videos, and it gets your name here with all these awesome people. Thank you so much for all the support you guys give Name Explain. Thank you so much for reaching the end of the video. Check out another video and subscribe to stay in the loop on all things Name Explain. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram where I'm Name Explain YT, and also join the Facebook group Friends of Name Explain, both of which will be linked down below. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and once again, thank you all so much.